Good morning, Rabbi Shiur, Bracha v'Tzlacha. We in parashat Bo. Boel Pharaoh says, come to Pharaoh. What's come to Pharaoh? Boel Pharaoh, lech el Pharaoh. Go to Pharaoh. What's come to Pharaoh? Come to Pharaoh. God is telling us, you're not alone. I'm with you all times. Bo, come with me. It's like this kid. He was an excellent student. His parents moved to another place, and suddenly he doesn't want to go to school anymore. And the parents don't understand what's going on, what's happening. And in the morning, doesn't wake up, doesn't get up, there's a lot of problems. So one day the father comes and he wants to wake him up to go to school. And he says, he doesn't want to get up. Says, what's going on? You know, you were like so excited to go to school before. What's happened? He says, the new school, I've got no friends. And the teachers, they are horrible to me. They're not the same. It's not the same situation that it used to be before. So his father says, come, come, let's go together. We'll go and talk to the principal, talk to the teacher. Everything is going to be okay. And that's exactly what God is telling to each one of us. You are not alone. Let's go. It doesn't matter what we're standing in front of. God is with us every time, all the time, 24/7. And we have to understand it. And the minute we believe in it, life is much better. Because we have to understand, God is with us right now, is with us. And if we stand in front of obstacles and problems and difficulties, whatever it is, and happy times, also God is with us all times. And when you know that God is with us and He tells us, I'm going with you, this is all a big test. This is all a temporary time that it's a limited time. You're here in order to work your way to the next world. And I'm with you to help you on the way. And if there are difficulties, I'm here with you. And this is something we have to put in our mind. And this is also, Boel Pharaoh, come to understand that we're not alone. Let's come and be together, whatever it is, to help each other. And this story that, I don't know who brings it. Sorry, I didn't write who brings it. Well, it was, I think it's written in Mishlei. And there is explanation in the Midrash. And I'm not going to go into Pasuk in Mishlei because the Pasuk is quite difficult. 1 minute, maybe I'll find it 1 minute. I found it. Let's see. It says Shlomo HaMelech, Mayim amukim, deep water, Eitzah, advice, belev ish, in a heart of a man, ve'ish tvuna yad lena, and a wise guy will take the water out. What does it mean? So the Midrash says, Midrash Rabbah, lebe'er amuka, to a deep well, mele'at zonen, full with cold water, שהיו מימי הצוננים ויפים, ולא הייתה בריאה יכולה לשתות ממנה. Nobody could take water out of this well. והיו מימי הצוננים ויפים. בא אחד, a guy came, and קשר חבל לחבל, and he tied a rope to a rope, a part to a part, משיכה למשיכה, and he put the bucket inside and took out water, and he drank, and everybody was doing the same and they drank. What's going on here? If you want to a simple explanation, we're talking here about, let's say there is this well, and people, they have, like, let's say 5 people. They have, each one of us got a rope of 2 meters, but unfortunately they find out that the whale is 10 meters, like 5 guys. And comes this guy and says, okay, let's tie together all the 5 ropes, then we'll have the 10 meters to take the water out. And that's what they do. Okay, big deal. What's the idea here? But that's exactly the thing. The idea here is very simple. The genius idea here is, everybody can do this, but the idea is that this wise guy came and he looked around and he sees that everybody is busy with his own self, with his ego, and with this short rope he cannot do anything. And now you have to go home and find a bigger rope, or you have to do whatever it is. Says, 1 minute, let's get together. Don't think about yourself, think about the others. Boel Pharaoh, come together, and together we'll take, each one will give his share, his rope, and we can all drink the beautiful water. And this is the beautiful idea. Boel Pharaoh, we are not alone, and we have to live like this to help each other. And our power is and being together, helping each other. So then we can take the pure water, the cold water, the water of the Torah, the water of the Geulah. Everything is going to change if we learn to live together in a proper way. Unfortunately, this is not only the way. And this brings us to the plague of darkness. It's written Vayamesh Choshech. What is Vayamesh Choshech? You could feel it, the darkness. And Vayamesh Choshech, maybe what the Torah is trying to tell us, that sometimes we make from the darkness the real thing. Vayamesh, we make it real, like Vayamesh to Mashesh, that we can touch it and take it. And this is the biggest problem of our world, to take the darkness and make this mamashut, and make this the real thing, something that we can feel. And this is not the right way to do it. And when we're talking about Vayamesh Choshech, to understand the idea behind it is, imagine to yourself, you know what? I'll tell you a story. A real story. Years ago, we had in the congregation, came a new guy, and he was acting like a millionaire. Found out that he lives in a big house, beautiful cars, and he looked at us down like he is the big Gvir, the big Macher, the big oligarch. And then suddenly he disappeared. And a few years later we found out what happened. This guy, he wasn't really the owner of the house or the cars. His relative had a mission to do abroad something for a few years, and he needed somebody to keep the house, to look after. And he asked his relative, which is far away from being rich, to look after the house, and while he's doing this, he can use the cars, he can use the house and everything. This guy, living in the house, thought that he is on the top of the world, that he's really, everything is his. So he started living accordingly, and he spent money, and he took loans, and eventually he lost a lot of money, and he had to run away. This is exactly what we are doing. Vayamesh Choshech. We feel the darkness. We make it real. Vayamesh. That we can feel the darkness. And this is darkness. We have to see the light. And this is why the Jews in the darkness, the Jews who believed, they saw the real light. They understood that this is darkness. And the light is the light of the Torah. The light is the light of spirituality. And if you put yourself in the hands of the darkness, Vayamesh Choshech, and you make the darkness the real thing, and you make this world all those joys and running after your lust and after satisfactions and all the other nonsense, you are in the darkness, and in the end is Vayamutu. And the Egyptians, they died in those darkness day, and also unfortunately those Jews who didn't believe, and they also in the darkness went away. So the big lesson for us is to understand and understand what is the real thing and what is the fake. And don't go with the fake, go with the real thing, which is the Torah. Yes, you can have a beautiful house, beautiful cars, you can have everything, but this is not the task, this is not the target. It's only means to use to get to the target, which is building a spiritual world. And if a nice house, like the Gemara says, Ishana adirana v'kelim ne'marchivim dato shel adam, a nice wife, a beautiful wife, and a beautiful home, and a beautiful tools, kelim, whatever you have, they make your mind bright until you can worship God. In other words, if you use the facilities that you've got, and you have good facilities, you use it to learn more Torah, to support Talmidei Chachamim. This is the right way. And this is exactly the point of Boel Paro, is to understand, first of all, where is the light and where is the darkness. And don't go like those Jews in Egypt that went with the darkness of the Egyptian and put the side of the physical world in real thing, like this is the right, this is the real thing. Vayamesh Choshech, like feeling it. No, this is darkness. And the light is with the Jews. The light is with the Torah. And the light is of being together, helping each other. Even if we see somebody is not exactly on the right way, let's help him. And B'ezrat Hashem, Boel Paro, don't forget for a minute, God is with us in every minute. And if we learn that to be with each other, and so we learn the lesson and go in the way of the light and not in the way of the darkness, we are on the way to the Geulah. Yom Tov.